Hi everyone, I am Oktay YÜCEEL. Firstly, I am talking about what is the aqueduct. Aqueducts are structures used to conduct a water stream across a hollow or valley. In addition, today, aqueduct refers to a system of pipes, ditches, channels, and tunnels used to transport water from its source to its main distribution point. Also, aqueduct help the people for improving the public health. It's keeping drinking water free of human waste and other infection in primitive sewage systems. Why people need to do this structure? The water source or the bed of the stream should be higher than where the water will reach because of its own weight and the slope of its bed that moves the water. When the waterway had to pass through a valley, since the desired slope would disappear, bridge-like fruit arcs were built in the valley and the water would continue on its way through this arc. So, in the around of the world, people constructed aqueducts. One of them is Valens Aqueduct. The another name is Bozdoğan Aqueduct. The Bozdoğan Aqueduct was completed by Eastern Roman Emperor Flavius Valens in 378 AD. For this reason, it's also known as Valens Aqueduct. It's located in Sarıcen region within the borders of Fatih district. Emperor Constantine, who is a highly experienced manager himself, has begun to build the aqueduct after he made the capital. The start time of the construction is not known exactly. Therefore, it is adjected that there was a date between 306 and 337 AD when Constantine ruled. Various additions and maintenance were made to the arc during the Roman period. Perhaps the most important of these are those made in the Justinian period. First Justinian connected the Bozdoğan Aqueduct to Binbirdirek Cistern, which came after with the Basilica Cistern, the largest water reservoir in the Istanbul during the Roman period. Thanks to these additions and repairs, the arc is called the Valens Aqueduct. Creating in the Turkish siege, since water structures are more important in the wars and sieges. There may be some destruction. Valens Aqueduct also subjected to such destruction. During the siege of Avar Turks, the first Turkish state to enter Istanbul in 1626, part of the ark was destroyed. It's not known exactly for what reason this part, which was outside the walls of Constantinople, was destroyed. During the 5th Constantine, he had a comfortable bridge for the Romans living in the capital by repairing the damaged parts of the ark during the drought in 758. Valens Aqueduct saw its last major repair in the 11th century. Lost importance. The bed, which was neglected during the Catholic Empire, did not regain in the importance after 1261 when the invasion ended. Because the population of entire capital was low in the range of 40,000 to 60,000, it's estimated that this figure was about 10 times earlier. Valens bed was not needed to supply water to so few people. As a matter of fact, Mihail Palagiolus did not have enough financial resources for the necessary modifications. After conquering Istanbul, Fatih Sultan Mehmet Han knew how to take advantage of the bed. He repaired the ark to supply water to the first palace, Old Palace or Gözyaşı Palace. He built in Beyazıt, then Topkapı Palace, Saraycıdit, and even added the new water resources. In the Ottoman period, belt constantly attracted attention during the Ottoman period. Istanbul has been a city that constantly suffers from water. So much so that with an edict published in 1768, it was forbidden to build a bath in the city. The last bath built was the Çağaloğlu bath. The reason was the water shortage. Therefore, the Bozdoğan Aqueduct was either restored or enlarged with additional during the reign of Second Beyazıt, Magnificent Süleyman, Second Mustafa and Third Ahmet. Features of the Valens Aqueduct. The Valens Aqueduct is part of the water transport system of around 250 kilometers. While the length of the arc is 921 meters, only 875 meters have survived to present day. The width of the arc 7.5 and 8.3 meters. The thickness of the pillars 3.70 meters and 4 meters in curve. It's 60 meters above sea level. Altitude above ground is 29 meters. Most of it's double decker and 18.5 meters high from the ground. I show some object and motifs at the inscription of Sultan II Mustafa, records reports on the aqueduct of Valens. This is crustogram on the aqueduct and columns. My presentation references, and thanks for listening.